What's good, YouTube? It's your boy RJ, and today we are going to be checking out a video. And while watching the video, we want to keep a couple things in mind. One of those things is know how to handle yourself in a debate. We're going to see two gentlemen going back and forth. One handles himself like a fool, the other one handles himself like an intelligent brother. And I'm going to let you decide who is who in the debate. But before we get into the video, I need you guys to check something out. I want to check that out right there. Yeah, so the reason why I'm showing you guys my cut is because I did this myself and I'm kind of proud of it. So I got to tell somebody, you know what I mean? I ain't got no friends. So I got to tell somebody. But not only that, I've noticed, and if you're a black man like myself, you probably notice as well that these barber shops are taxing people for cuts. And when my barber went from charging me $15 for this cut, he increased it to $30. He doubled it on me in 1 year. I thought about it. You know what? It might be time to find a new barber because I've been paying $15 for this cut right here, the taper, the lineup, the crispiness. I've been paying $15 for this cut since I was about yay high. So I go to proceed to find another barber, and when I go to the other barber, the barber charges me $50 for this same cut. At that moment, I knew, based on inflation, something else is going on within the barbering community, and it seems like a lot of collusion has happened. Now, I understand brothers got to get paid. You're not getting paid for me. So what I did, I went and learned how to cut hair myself. So all I'm doing right now is just, inspiring somebody out there who is tired of getting hit upside the head for a cut that used to cost $15 like myself. Go learn how to cut your own hair, man. For the same price that you would pay for one cut, you can buy some clippers and some trimmers and get yourself together. Start simple. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't get no crazy designs in your hair. Start simple and just build from there. And I promise you, you will save yourself a lot of money. And it's something special. That feeling that you get when you go to the barbershop and you walk out and you got that fresh cut, you get that same feeling, but it's amplified when you did it yourself. And matter of fact, I cut my hair with a mirror about this big. And in the mirror, it has a hole in the center of it that's about this big. So mind you, imagine me in the mirror cutting my hair with a mirror that I could palm with a hole in the middle of it. So to help a brother get a new mirror, go ahead and smack that like button and then smack that subscribe button for your boy to support the channel. It's very much appreciated. And if you got it, go ahead and give a super thanks at the bottom of the video. It's super, super helpful. My Cash App is down there as well. Please help a brother get another mirror. Help a brother out. Now, let's get into the video. And another quick reminder, as we're watching the video, we want to keep in mind on how to debate and how not to debate, how to stay in frame and how not to make yourself look like a fool. So let's get into the video.
I can read characters very well.
Gotcha.
There was a gentleman here named Nick. He was explaining to everyone how the show is going to proceed and giving us the basics on, how to pay attention, how to track the speaker, how to be respectful, in other words. There was one person who was not paying attention while he was talking. Who was that?
That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
So out of everyone sitting here, why are you the one that's sitting here being disrespectful when he's taking out his time to show you how to best present yourself in front of millions of people?
Because I was turning off my alarm. Yeah, and I didn't want to forget to do it later.
Sure, I hear you. Because you're a disrespectful person. And you were rude and catty with him after he told you. As a boss, I always look at these things because I was
rude and catty with him because I put my phone away?
No.
I don't think I said anything disrespectful. I mean, I
agree with you.
I
agree that you think you didn't say anything disrespectful. I agree that you think you weren't being disrespectful because that's your actual nature. So a person like you who is by nature one who is narcissistic and disregards others, you're the one that's going to cheat.
Because I was on my phone when I didn't.
Why were you the only one? Out of I got two phones right here. I got two phones. Why were you the only one?
Do you follow every single fucking rule? Have you ever had a speeding ticket? Like, have you ever gotten in trouble?
Why are you so angry?
Like in class?
You're just angry right now.
I think you're just as expressive as I am. And I think when a woman kind of barks back at you, it's an issue.
Well, there's no need to bark. We're humans.
But you've been kind of.
I'm just calling a spade a spade. I'm just saying,
okay.
Why were you? I'm asking you a question. Why were you the only one out of everyone here? Why was it you that all of a sudden needed to do that right when he's giving us the directions?
Just because I had to do it.
Right, because you didn't care. Now, settle.
I don't know how being on my phone correlates to cheating. That's fucking ridiculous. Like, be fucking for real right now.
A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, if you had legitimate...
I think I have a lot more to offer than just being on OnlyFans.
If you had
like that I started 2 months ago. Like there's a lot more things I have to offer than
If
that.
you had significant IQ and skill set, you'd be able to go into the marketplace and earn a good income such that you didn't have to do that.
Significant IQ, like the women that you're with that let you cheat on them and, and bring whatever diseases back to them, right? Like those are like high value women, right?
I hear you. Right. Yeah. So being that you don't have significant income or the ability to offer skills
I don't have a significant income. Okay, gotcha.
Why do you keep cutting me off? All right, go ahead. You talk, and then I'll respond. Go ahead. You talk. I'll go after.
Can you at least scoot your mic that way? There you go.
She wasn't listening to the directions. That's why she didn't know.
I'm a bad listener.
Just
I'm a bad listener, and I'm a cheater.
Okay. All right. Do you want to talk now? I just want to make sure you don't interrupt me. So go ahead. No, I'm offering you the floor because you were talking while I was talking. Go ahead.
I'm good. You can say what you need to say.
Wow. See, your brain dead. That's a problem. That's why you have to interrupt me while I'm talking. I gave you the floor. You didn't want to take it because you don't have any thoughts or anything to say.
All right. So notice how the good brother is handling this young lady here. He's letting her know about herself. We live in a society today where people can't really handle the truth. When you hold a mirror up in front of somebody, it's funny that we're speaking about the mirror, help a brother get a new mirror. But when you hold the mirror up in front of somebody, a lot of the times they're not going to like who they see. See, a lot of people suffer from low self-esteem. A lot of people suffer from low confidence. And there's a correlation between physical attractiveness and low self-esteem. See, people who have a high level of physical attractiveness, they can tend to seek out validation to validate their high level of attractiveness, right? And it's usually, you find that characteristic usually more in prettier women who are above average on the look scale. You would think naturally or with sense that this woman is very attractive. Obviously, that's not even up for debate. But you would think that she would not need validation to validate the fact that she is attractive. But it's a reason why she's doing OnlyFans. She has ignored all the other skill sets that you can learn in life and focused on one thing, amplifying her physical attractiveness in order to get by in life, right? This brother was doing a very good job of telling her about herself because, in my opinion, the way that she's responding to him, she's not responding in a way that would bring intellect to the conversation or bring any other type of intellectual value. She's responding in a way that a person would do if they're suffering from low self-esteem. They're defending themselves. They're not making good points. They're not speaking clearly. I would say the brother was doing a good job up until the point he called her brain dead. I don't think that was necessary to get the point across. But in the heat of the moment, you know, we're not going to hit him too hard on that. Let's see how he continues to handle the conversation.
Do you have
Here's
lots
my
of
point.
things to say?
And don't worry, I'm not really talking to you. I'm speaking against you as a symbol. So don't take personal offense to it.
Which is what? A symbol of what?
A symbol of a declining society where people lack values. So the point is this. If you had IQ and skills to offer to the marketplace, you can earn a good income. Being that the most valuable thing about you is something that you never earned. You didn't earn knowledge. You didn't earn skills. It's your breast that you're paid for and your butthole. So you market that to earn money.
Okay. So I'm the one with like the least IQ here, even though I
No.
I do like the least amount on OnlyFans.
I surmise,
but because I'm the only woman who's barking back at you like I'm this brain dead fucking bimbo who has nothing to offer to society.
Not why.
I mean, then what?
Well, let's test it. Let's test it real quick. Okay, what's your age?
I'm 28, but I'm not testing.
Ooh,
I'm not doing a test.
You're 28.
I'm getting up there. You're right.
Amazing.
My eggs are drying up.
Okay.
I'm not going to be fertile. No one's going to want me. I'm not a high value woman. Like,
that's
what
fine.
else?
We're not going there. Here's where we're going. If you weren't doing OnlyFans, how would you earn a 6-figure plus income?
I do
Wait, speak English. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I work at one of the I work at one of the best clubs in Las Vegas.
You seem like you're having trouble with English for a second. Tell us.
I'm perfectly fine with my English.
Go on.
I'm a little riled up. Yes.
I said that like 5 minutes ago and you denied it.
I'm a little thrown off by you attacking me because I think a lot of these other girls.
That's because people never address you.
And I respect.
People never address you directly.
I think you're just attacking me because I'm responding to you and you don't like that. And you don't like women who go against what you have to say.
That's fine.
And that's why you choose the women that you do.
Do you mind answering the question I asked you?
What is the question?
Okay, I'll say it one more time.
Are you guys noticing something interesting about the dynamic in the conversation? The good brother asked her one simple question. If you were not able to do OnlyFans, how would you supply a 6-figure income to your life? And she immediately went into self-defense mode because she really don't have an answer. I believe she was trying to say she works at a very high, well-established club maybe in Las Vegas, and that's how she would obtain her 6-figure income. Now, to my knowledge, I don't really know of any bartenders or bottle girls who is making 6 figures or better doing that in any club in America. Not saying that that's not a decent job, because I'm sure it is. They get tips every night. They get to play these simps out here like a violin, you know, and they can hustle, you know. So I can't say it's not going to be able to pay the bills. But as far as making 6 figures or better, I doubt that even in a city like Las Vegas, I doubt that it's going to supply that type of income. Let's see how this young lady responds. Let's see if she could pick herself up in the conversation and get back on track.
What skills do you have that would help you earn a 6-figure plus income at age 28?
You're right, nothing. There's no skills that I have at all.
You're trying to escape.
There's nothing.
But I'm
there's,
saying
there's no skills. No, you're right.
Because you're a cocktail server in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's nothing else that I have to offer.
And she's trying to play it off right now. And that's a strategy. Very nice.
What's the strategy? Tell us.
Please, but the fact is, I live in Las Vegas. I've seen your type many times. Generally, they're younger.
Gotcha.
But the point is this.
Old, I know, man.
No, really. Honestly, they should be firing you.
Someone marries me.
Yeah, no, they should be. Well, I don't know about that, but they should certainly be firing you and get someone of the appropriate age to do such a low-level job.
Oh, yeah.
But the point is this. Why are you opening your mouth wide like that? It's not time. Bring the camera out. She's ready.
I think she can be shocked. She can do whatever she wants. She's fine.
But here's the point.
Fine.
Here's the point. You're currently a cocktail server, which consists of, hey, I'll have a Jack and Coke. Okay. And then you walk away, tell someone else Jack and Coke. They hand you a Jack and Coke. You come back and bring it back to me and hope that I would give you a good tip. That's your skill set.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
It's a hard work.
And what about it?
Yeah, there is no skill set is the point, which is to say if I took your brain and placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty.
You caught me.
Because you're brainless. Carrying on.
You're right, yeah. I'm just good for nothing. Yep, you caught me.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans. And that's my point, is that's what you're good for. And I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just that
I think you are trying to be rude.
No, I'm just being honest.
No, I mean being honest. Do you even know who I am as a person? I mean, before like throwing these insults that I'm just this brain dead fucking woman who has nothing to offer.
I think we should avoid ad hominem.
But is it ad hominem when you actually? There were some, but
brainless might be a little.
Now notice when the host of the show, I always forget his name. I can't remember. Let me know what his name is down in the comment section below, so we can give the brother the credit that he deserves. But notice how the host calls him out for throwing out ad hominems. If you don't know what ad hominems are, it's another word. It's another word for basically saying insult. He was insulting the lady. He was making very good points. He was articulating his points very well. He was breaking it down to where a woman who is in a state of mind where she's flustered, she really don't want to hear what he got to say, but he's still able to break it down to where she can respond. Right? He didn't get emotional with her. He didn't get loud. She was hurling insults right back at him. But if you notice in her demeanor, the way that she's speaking, there's still a level of respect that she has for the man. Any person that is watching that would think, oh man, if this guy was talking to me like that, I would bust him upside his head, or I would, call him out, throw insults back. I'll call him all types of names up under the sun. Notice how she's not doing the same thing. It's because he is not lying. At the end of the day, he's not lying. He's holding that mirror up in front of her, showing her who she is. These are probably thoughts at the age of 28 that she thinks about every now and again. Damn, what am I going to do whenever I get older? I'm single. I don't have any kids. I haven't found a guy to take care of me. So there's still a part of her brain that's willing to listen. Her emotional side sometimes gets the best of her. Overall, she's still listening to the brother. In the debate, you don't want to start throwing insults at somebody, especially if you're trying to win the debate. You're trying to challenge the other person's points. get your point across, maybe even have them concede to your points. You don't want to insult them because usually they're going to close off any type of openness that they have, and they're going to do the same thing back. And then it's going to turn into a screaming match, and that's not what the objective of the conversation is. So let's continue.
And you're only calling me brainless because I'm the only one responding to you.
Do you think
You know what
that
I
it was-
think
So do you
has
think-
him
so
a
do you
little
think-
bit upset?
What?
Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
he's mad about it,
He
and
basically
he's mad.
LARPs as a
Honestly,
rich guy on the internet.
If I was
And I just,
absolutely
on
poor, it
behalf
would mean
of
nothing.
all the girls,
It would mean nothing.
I think we all are in kind of an
That's
agreement that
amazing.
we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our
Yeah,
lives.
This is
what do you do
amazing.
for, what do you do
So
for work?
I'm
This is amazing.
How do you
kind
make
of on the
money?
edge of
What do you do
walking
for
out,
work?
Brian. I'm gonna be totally
What do
real.
you do for work?
And I don't,
I'm
I'm not
in
walking out
utter-
on like a
What do you do
I'm
for
in
work?
utter
I
poverty.
just don't
No,
really
what do you
want to
do for
listen to a
work?
scam artist
You
tell me
can,
what's so
What do you
wrong
do
with
for
our
work?
Google my
lifestyles,
name.
right?
You can Google
I don't
my
fucking
name
know who
right
you
now.
are.
You can Google my name.
If you
right
Google
now.
his
Does anyone
name,
know this guy's name?
you'll be
And
exhilarated.
I hurt your feelings earlier, and
You didn't hurt my
I
feelings
did
at
hurt
all.
your
It's just you're
feelings
trying
earlier.
to
And
do
the
this whole
chat
moral
is hurting your
superiority
feelings.
thing, and it's not
The
working
whole
because
chat is
you're
hurting
broke.
your feelings.
So before we continue on in the conversation, let's rewind it a little bit because there's context that's missing out of that statement the black brother said. He said, I hurt you earlier. So let's see what he's talking about. Let's go back and rewind a little bit and go check that part out of the conversation so we have more context.
Right. It was a little bit of a weird thing. For
And
me
so
to go through.
I'm trying to figure out like where your soul is, and as much as like removing money from the equation. And honestly, at this point, I don't even think money is really the driving force.
Yeah, just to get it out there, me and her are both multimillionaires and have
Right.
been for many, many
Right.
years. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So money's not the driving force. So if it were just up to you and she were a robot as opposed to a human, and you could have it to where you could have things open on your side but closed on her side, would you prefer that?
To be honest, she came to me before we started kind of pushing out the boundaries of our relationship, and she said, what do you think that we should do? Do you think that I should just kind of hang it up and have another kid? Or do you think that we should keep doing this for a few more years and kind of see how far we can take things? And I said, you know what, let's push at the edges. Let's see how far we can take this. So it is primarily a financial thing, but also I can say that when we shot the scene with this other guy the other day, I had a great time. It was fun overall.
Like your time was enhanced because he was there. Because me personally, I like my meat to be the only one on the sandwich. You're
Right. No, it was exciting. It was exhilarating for sure.
like
yeah.
what kind of hot dog? It's just like one hot dog on the buns. You're be like you got
Right.
all these Vieta sausages coming out the woodwork. So you find that it's enhanced by that? Because I find like
I thought it was fun. Yeah.
Okay.
In a different way than sleeping with other girls. We've done that hundreds of times together.
Right.
So this was something that switched it up a little bit. Yeah.
Right, so it's like called the inversion of morals, which is to say that truth be told, in your heart of hearts, you're not comfortable with it. You
Oh, no,
wanna
I am.
you want to retain your
I've had
spouse.
moments of
One second, I didn't interrupt
uncomfortability
you.
with it,
I didn't
but,
interrupt you at all because I do want to
Well,
hear you
you're
out.
kind of pushing like a fake narrative by saying that I'm uncomfortable with
But
it.
I
because
never
actually
interrupted
am
you.
very comfortable
I
with
never
it.
interrupted you because I want to hear
I
you
just
out.
wanted to save you a little bit
Yeah.
of breath
Yeah.
by correcting you before
Yeah,
you
I'm
got
not trying to
into
get
it.
you
Yeah.
angry. I sincerely am
I'm
interested
not
in
angry.
what you have to say, but I didn't interrupt you one time. So the reason I ask is because, as I said, you started off, you said that you felt uncomfortable when it happened. She brought up the conversation. You're not bisexual. So sometimes when things happen and you want to keep your lady, you make the adjustment, compromising, but in your heart of heart, that's not really what you wanted. So you're being open, and then you had this idea planted, and then you start adopting it, thinking like, okay, well, I'm okay with it. Maybe it's something that I signed off on too. So you assign it mutuality when in actual fact, the inception of that idea came from her and you've adjusted to it.
I wouldn't say the inception of the idea came entirely from her. This is a conversation we've been having throughout the entirety of our relationship as we met more and more male performers that I was comfortable with, and sort of slowly over time realized that this is something that we both felt comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you say that you were comfortable with, right, and it came over time, whereas with the females, it just came straight away, almost like a natural thing, you might say.
Right.
So
Yeah.
why in terms of when the guy comes along, there has to be a process, because it's a process of adjusting to something that's unpleasant.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this
Thank you,
dude
Gridlock.
gets it, that of course it's going to be a little awkward for you to go through the transition of seeing your girl do that for the first time. But ultimately, she told me even up until the moment that she was leaving the house to go shoot it, she's like, I won't do this if you don't feel comfortable with it. And I told her, even though there is a degree to which I don't feel comfortable with it,
Right.
I'm still willing to give this a shot because I realize the underlying value. And I mean, to be honest, we've both made 7 figures off of that
Right.
one scene in and of itself.
And I believe that. I don't doubt the financial aspect at all. But
Right.
like, for example, when you say there was an underlying value, what is the underlying value of your wife getting railed by a big black guy?
Probably just money primarily, but then also I think
You guys, all right. Wait, go ahead.
let one of them talk. Sexual
I think that's a
experiences can be
checkmate.
exciting,
That's a
right?
checkmate right there. That's a checkmate.
So now that we have better context into the conversation that was had before ADAM22 essentially boils up and blows up, we can see that throughout the conversation, maybe his ego was attacked. You know, it seems like to me, ADAM22 is the type of guy that has many accolades in the business world, whether it be in the corn industry or whether it be on YouTube. And having those type of accolades has kind of built this self-image. But the actions that he chooses to act out contradicts his self-image of the value that he thinks that he brings to the world. When it's put in his face, when he sees or talks to people that vehemently disagree with his actions, regardless of the monetary gain, I think it kind of attacks his ego. So let's see how far the conversation goes before ADAM22 eventually loses it all.
Here's the funny thing.
I'm just being real with you.
If I was actually broke, it literally would mean nothing to me.
Then let's have them prove
Why
it.
did you
If
do
I
an
still had
NFT
a
scam
Let's
on your
see.
fans for
Look,
like
if I still
$400?
Silliness.
Checkmate.
Silliness.
This guy's a scammer.
Silliness.
Is that a job as
I
an actual
think
scammer?
I'm gonna
Adam,
leave, and if any girls want to leave with me, I'd be happy to take you with me.
Hold on.
He's rage quitting. He's rage quitting.
It's not a rage quit.
stop,
It's just
guys.
you're not on the level
He's
of
rage
me
quitting.
or
Adam,
any of
wait,
these
wait,
girls.
no,
here.
I agree
Rage
with-
quitting.
Guys, hold on. Let's just take a little
I
pause
didn't mean to
here.
make him
I
rage
think
quit.
I'm done,
No,
Brian.
Adam.
I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
on.
When I first walked in, I
I
said, "Do
might
you
have
want
to
the fade?"
polish that milk dud.
When I first walked,
guys,
when I
guys,
saw you
appreciate you
downstairs,
guys.
I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Wow.
Okay.
See what you
When I
fucking
first
did?
walked in, I said, "Do you want
Thanks
the
a
fade?"
lot.
You said no. We could have took care of that before the show started.
So as you can see, Adam obviously could not handle the pressure of the moment. He obviously could not handle being challenged for his, to other people, seemingly foolish decisions to make money. And essentially, he, to a certain level, sold out. He sold his soul. And now ADAM22 has to live with those consequences. Yeah, he made a lot of money doing it, but the trade-off in which maybe he loses his mental stability, his mental peace, his emotional stability, his emotional peace, and having public embarrassment might not have necessarily been worth the price tag, because now no matter where ADAM22 goes, he will always be questioned for his actions, allowing his wife to sleep with another man in order to make money. Not only that, but a big black guy. So let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think ADAM22 was in the right for leaving the show because maybe he was being attacked? Or do you think the good brother was making very good points and having very good argument and challenging the mindset that comes with allowing your wife to do ungodly things? It's your boy RJ. Like I said, to support the channel, go ahead and smack that like button for your boy. When you do that, go ahead and also hit that subscribe button to help support the channel. And if you want to take it a little bit further so you can help your boy get a real mirror, then go ahead and hit that super thanks button right down below to show your support and help the channel. One day I will hope to be doing this full time. Anything and everything helps. It's your boy RJ. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Deuces, YouTube.